Welcome back to News here on Arise News. Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspaper is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Afeni. Also still in the studio with us is Wale. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Aaron. Good afternoon, Cynthia. Good afternoon, Dio.
Happy Friday, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we start the review with this day Nigeria's newspaper of record. We start with the story above the masthead. Report. Amid Nigeria's underproduction, Dangote refinery orders 24 million barrels of U.S. crude oil, commences export of its refined products to European markets.
Good.
Yeah. According to this report, documents obtained by Bloomberg indicates that Dangote refinery has issued a term tender for the purchase of 2 million barrels a month of West Texas Intermediate Midland crude for 12 months, effective from July 2025. Well, no, 2024, right, yeah. July this year. So over the next 12 months from then, the Dangote refinery will be getting 2 million barrels of the West Texas Intermediate Midland crude. Well, on the face of it, yes, shows that the Dangote refinery is an influential player in the global crude oil and fuel markets. But the other side of the story, that we cannot, Nigeria, a country blessed with crude reserves, cannot meet the needs of local refinery. Because up till now, we're saying, oh, if only we refine our products at home. Our refineries, government-owned refineries, have been underperforming. I'm sure that would be an understatement to even say they are underperforming, because they're not performing, right? But now a private endeavor, mega refinery, has to, by Nigerian, will now be importing crude to refine.
My own explanation for that.
Go ahead.
See, the same forces, the same cruel forces that have made the refineries non-functional are still at play here. Because we have crude. This is a local refinery. It is because it is not getting supplied locally that it went overseas. So those forces are still there.
Well,
in the oil industry.
Well, it's
in the oil market. Yes. That is why, I mean, it's like getting water from a well, not a dry well now. Ours is not a dry well because we have crude.
We have.
But you see, instead of giving our crude to the local refinery to do it and supply us, they starve it of supply. Well, that's the only reason. Well, go abroad.
Well,
fend for yourself.
Dio, Aaron, and Cynthia, as one analyst put it, our production, we've not been able to meet our production capacity recently. We cannot even meet our OPEC quota, right? Although there has been talk by all the agencies that will ramp up production to 2 million barrels a day by the end of the year.
The OPEC quota is for an international market. This is our own market.
Nigerian production is insufficient.
For what?
It's insufficient to meet locally to export. We still need to earn foreign exchange. And of course, even the production is unreliable, the supply.
Will Dangote not pay? Are they going to give it gratis?
No.
It will pay. Why are they not supplying the local refinery? Something is wrong.
No.
I don't want to.
You see, even as part of our production has been mortgaged upfront with loans. And that's the story. If you look at the front page of the Business Day newspaper.
You are explaining why Dangote is starved of funds. I am saying Dangote should not be starved of oil.
I agree with you totally on that.
That's right.
But we don't have
I said, that those people, why are refineries not working? 4 refineries ever since.
But again,
I did not some evil forces at work there.
Well, the difference between government refinery and a private-owned refinery is that it's not going to set up this big mega refinery and complain of non-existence. So he has taken action, right? And he will export the products.
That's right.
And earn foreign exchange, even though he's also going to spend foreign exchange.
Support our local industry.
Yes, so I agree with you.
This is hostility.
No, you are talking. No, but you are talking. I wouldn't just endorse your theory as if
it doesn't matter.
There is a deliberate attempt to starve the Dangote refinery.
So
they don't have enough. They don't have enough to meet all the obligations. You've mortgaged the $3 billion loan taken from the Afrexim. You have to pay it with crude.
In any normal economy, you support your own industry.
Yes.
This environment, the oil environment, is starving a local refinery of oil. And it has gone abroad to buy. Because it's a commercial enterprise.
What I'm
wants
saying,
to make profit.
it is not deliberate. It is inadvertent. Because we are not producing enough right now. No, NMPC has a spokesman. They pay very well to talk, right?
For the oil industry.
Okay. Well, let's look at the other story, the lead story of these day newspapers. Wale Edun, no attempt to illegally use pension funds, says federal government will be guided by rules. Organized labor warns against tampering with funds. FAC shares 1.2 trillion naira from 2.192 trillion gross revenue. Naira slides to 1,533 naira to the dollar at official market, stable at 1,540 naira to the dollar parallel market. Well, the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister for the Economy, Wale Edun, has come out to clear the air that the federal government is not going to illegally use pension funds for infrastructure.
Respect that.
Yes, because
the moment he mentioned it, everybody got suspicious.
Of course. Of course. Okay. Well, he said there are rules. There are procedures to access that fund if they have to.
You will explain for a long time on this matter. Because the pensioners are there.
Are you speaking for pensioners or those who are working?
Pensioner. You don't know that. I'm a bad pensioner.
Even those who are working today are apprehensive.
Yeah.
Because today's workers are tomorrow's pensioners.
It's a red flag any day.
Well, let's look at the New Telegraph newspaper. It's reporting the same story, but there's a twist here that I think we also need some clarification from government. Labor to FG, workers apprehensive, pension funds, retirement security, not meant for government projects. Alarm that government access nearly 70% of funds without consulting stakeholders. What labor is saying that?
Edun will be explaining this thing. Yeah, people don't joke with.
Not just explanation, he has to clarify.
See this picture.
Yes.
You don't like it?
Okay. Well, the Nation newspaper. Dayo is more interested. If you put on the Nation newspaper, it's more interested in the photograph, in the front page of the Nation newspaper. Put it up there. President Bola Tinubu
and the young president
of Senegal. The Nation newspaper.
Yes.
Now, I referenced this earlier in the day, and I said Nigerian youth will be jealous of this president because you can see this is a young man.
Yes, and the way he got there.
Yes, the way he got there.
That's democracy in action.
Yes.
Being tested.
So you want us to do same in this country, right?
But we are not having election now. Hey, look at you.
No, we have to project.
Of course.
You don't wait. Is it the election day the young man will step forward?
I like the way he got there. And its youthfulness.
So we should take an example from that.
Well, I like the picture.
Yes. Anyway,
you want to uproot our democracy because it's a
no. I said young ones to start preparing, but
of course,
you know where we borrowed we borrowed our presidential system from. You know the place, America.
Yes.
2 very old men are vying for the next election.
It does not matter. That is
so. Perhaps that's where
our political culture. But I admire this young president.
Yes.
That's all.
Okay. Well, the Guardian newspaper, legacy of waste, abandoned projects dot southwest amid push of scarce resources to new ones. Of course, a lot of projects mentioned there that have been abandoned in the southwest, not only in the southwest, because according to this report by the Institute of Quantity Surveyors in November 2022, 15,000 of these projects are situated in the southwest. No, in the southeast.
Okay.
11,000 in the south, 10,000 in the southwest, 6,000 in the northwest, 7,000 in the north central. These are projects, government projects, in which they have put in a lot of our Commonwealth, and they
do have continuity.
No continuity, which
if
is
a different party comes in, or a different want to start from scratch.
Yes. Okay, the Vanguard newspaper, electricity. Most discos are technically insolvent, NEC declares. Well, yesterday, at that Daily Momodu lecture series, the former president of Ghana was there, John Mahama, right? And he said Nigeria has a unique opportunity and potential to achieve energy security and sufficiency for itself and the entire West African region. It looks like a tongue-in-cheek telling Nigeria that you are not doing what.
That's a potential.
Yes.
But you have failed woefully.
Yes.
In that direction.
But there's also, of course, that this number of these discos are technically insolvent. But the Punch newspaper is reporting what should gladden the heart of the discos and the Gencos. Tinubu okay's payment of 3.3 trillion naira power sector debt. Gencos, gas producers to get 1.3 trillion, 1.3 billion via cash, promissory notes, royalties.
Yes.
So perhaps when this injection of funds, payment of debt by the president,
the gap will be filled now.
Yes.
The discos are the one we see.
Yes.
Generating companies, transmission companies.
Yes. But we'll just take one foreign newspaper quickly from Africa. No, let's just take this one from Zimbabwe. Yeah. Daily News. Government to do more to shield disease. Zimbabwean gold. The new currency.
Of course,
of course, the finance minister in Zimbabwe, Shuli Nkube, telling Parliament that, look, they're putting much effort to ensure that the ZIG is used country-wide in Zimbabwe.
Very lovely analysis. We know your loyalty now. Your loyalty lies in the foreign newspapers. But for now, I'd like to thank you, gentlemen, for your review. Mr. Emmanuel Ifeni, Mr. Wale, thank you both.